Hello, and thank you for joining me on 8. I am Maggie, and we are on day 65 of the Momentum Challenge with heart and mind aligned. And what we have been doing, we are always welcoming in the field. We are the field, and we are always welcoming in the angels. And chime time is also time to celebrate. So we are celebrating being on day 65 of the Momentum Challenge. And we are working up Florence Shinn's work, the complete works of Florence Shinn. And we are in the second book, The Law of Prosperity. So we're going to keep moving through this. We're actually almost done. And then what I'm going to do, tomorrow I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again, and then I'm going to hit points. Take it how you want, but a lot of times we need to have spiritual chicken, right? Marinating. But we need to have ideas poured over us, and we need to keep revisiting them in order for them to become like the backbone of our spiritual spine, right? In order to get into the subconscious, or even just to have a new way of challenging your mind so you can pivot and move in a new direction. So we're on day 65 of the Momentum Challenge, and this is exciting. I mean, really, 5 days to 70, and then we'll be clocking that, 90 pretty quick. But anyway, here we go. However, the one who knows spiritual law is undisturbed by appearance and rejoices while he is yet in captivity, right? Yet, right? It appears that we are in captivity, but we are not. Okay, that is, he holds his vision and gives thanks to the end, that the end is accomplished and he has received. Gives me chills. Love that one. So that is, he holds his vision and gives thanks that the end is accomplished and he has received. I love how, like, Reverend Ike, Joseph Murphy, Neville Goddard, Jesus Christ, Thoth, everyone is basically teaching the same things. Buddha, Krishna, here we go. Jesus Christ gave a wonderful example of this. He said to his disciples, "Say not ye, there are ye yet 4 months, and then cometh the harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are ripe already to harvest." Oh my gosh, that just really touches me, because I just had Amy out there, Amy Brulette, you know who you are, literally sent me a text tonight that said, lift up your eyes, to Maggie. Oh my gosh, and then here we go. God is always speaking to us through every person and everything. And wow, how exciting. Okay, so let's do that again. Jesus Christ gave a wonderful example of this. He said to his disciples, "Say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then cometh the harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are ripe already to harvest." Ooh, that is such a word for me, and I know many of you too, because we are just chugging along on our goals, dreams, visions, purposes, and our acts of service. And we can have times where the momentum you can feel it so strong, and you just feel like nothing can stop you. And then there's other times where you can hit those deep valleys and it doesn't feel like the momentum is there, but it is. So I'm wanting to encourage you. Okay, so let's keep going. His clear vision pierced the world of matter, and he saw clearly the fourth dimensional world. Things as they really are, perfect and complete in the divine mind. So man must ever hold the vision of his journey's end and demand the manifestation of that which he has already received. It may be his perfect health, love, supply, self-expression, home, or friends. Okay, I'm going to read that again because that is powerful. His clear vision pierced the world of matter, and he saw clearly the fourth dimensional world. Things as they really are, perfect and complete in divine mind. So man must ever hold the vision of his journey's end and demand the manifestation of that which he has already received. It may be his perfect health, love, supply, self-expression, home, or friends. They are all finished and perfect ideas registered in divine mind, man's own superconscious mind, and must come through him, not to him, right? Through us. For example, a man came to me asking for treatments for success. It was imperative that he raise within a certain time $50,000 for his business. The same limit was almost up when he came to me in despair. The time limit was almost up when he came to me in despair. No one wanted to invest in his enterprise, and the banks had flatly refused a loan. I replied, I suppose you lost your temper while at the bank, therefore your power. You can control any situation if you first control yourself. Ooh, fire. You can control any situation if you first control yourself. Go back to the bank, I added, and I will treat. My treatment was, ready? You are identified in love with the spirit of everyone connected with this bank. Let the divine idea come out of this situation. He replied, Woman, you are talking about an impossibility. Tomorrow is Saturday and the bank closes at 12 and my train won't get me there until 10 and the time limit is up tomorrow. So anyway, they won't do it and it's too late. Now I replied, what did she reply? Are you ready? Catch it. God doesn't need any time and is never too late. With him, all things are possible. And I added, I didn't know anything about business, but I know all about God. And he replied, it all sounds fine where I'm sitting here listening to you. But when I go out, it's terrible. Okay, so that's why we need each other too. Because he's expressing like sometimes what it's like. And that's part of what this momentum challenge is about. We're apart and together. We are one. But sometimes we are also allowed to be in this center alone where it can really feel like you're alone. And that's why these connections just uplift us and help us along on the journey. So he said, it all sounds fine when I'm sitting here and listening to you. But when I go out, it's terrible. He lived in a distant city, and I did not hear from him for a week. And then came a letter. Are you ready for it? Catch it. It read, you were right. I raised the money and will never again doubt the truth of all that you told me. Never doubt. God has a plan for each and every one of us. So I saw him a few weeks later and I said, what happened? You evidently had plenty of time after all. And he replied, my train was late and I got there 15 minutes to 12. I walked into the bank quietly and said, I have come for the loan. And they gave it to me without a question. It was the last 15 minutes of the time allotted to him, and Infinite Spirit was not too late. In this instant, the man could never have demonstrated alone. He needed someone to help him hold the vision. This is what one man can do for another. So I want to just encourage you. This is what this momentum challenge is all about. Yes, you will succeed. But don't you want to succeed with your brothers and sisters and your team and your family? And so we, in this momentum challenge, this is what's so beautiful about each and every one of you. Because not only are you holding a vision for yourself, but you're holding the vision for each and every one of you. You're holding the vision for me. You're holding the vision for Brian Scott. You're holding the vision for Dale. You're holding the vision for Lisa. And that's what really makes it so powerful. In this instant, the man could never have demonstrated alone. He needed someone to help him hold the vision. And that is what one man can do for another. Just like I can't hold the vision for my YouTube channel alone. Your Jill and so many more holding Sparkle, holding the vision with me as I continue to build myself and, work through everything here and also move forward in life and have this beautiful vision. You're projecting and helping me hold the vision in my hardest days. And I am also holding the visions for everything that you're wanting to. So I'm wanting to encourage you right now. Please go into the comments and put what it is that is your vision that you are wanting us to help hold with you and for you. Because that's what this momentum challenge is. We are holding for these great possibilities to come forward in your dreams, your goals, your visions, your purposes, and your acts of service. We're not here to play anymore. We're here, even if we're shaking in our boots, even if we're tired, even if we are discouraged, we're not playing. We are going to stay focused, eyes forward, and we're going to keep boldly walking, and we're going to hold our vision, and we're going to hold our vision together. Oh, I love this. Okay, so Jesus knew the truth of this when he said, if two of you shall agree on earth, as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. So 2 or more gathered in my name, and it's done. One gets too close to his own affairs and becomes doubtful and fearful. That's why our friendships and our families are so important. The friend or healer sees clearly the success, health, or prosperity and never wavers because he is not too close to the situation. So I want to just say this right now. Brian Scott has been doing that for me majorly in my life. And, he can definitely crack a whip and fire you up. But also, like Lisa, Jenny, Spiritualist, Dale, OK Godman, Tammy, so many of you can clearly see for me success, health, and prosperity. And I want to let you know that I can see it clearly for you. So the friend or the healer sees clearly the success and the health and the prosperity and never wavers because he is not close to the situation. Nancy, you too. And it is much easier to demonstrate for someone else than for oneself. So a person should not hesitate to ask for help if he feels himself wavering. So you're getting it. This is like age-old wisdom that's in every sacred text. There's no shame in the game of asking for help if you need it. And it's coming to you, boom, right now from Florence Shinn. Do not hesitate to ask for help if you feel that you are wavering. A keen observer of life once said, no man can fail if person sees him successful. So it's the power of the vision, and many a great man has owed his success to a wife or a sister or a friend who believes in him and held without wavering to the perfect pattern. Now I want you to know that not all tears are sadness. Sometimes they're joy, because this is a very powerful reading. It just lets you know, each and every one of you, how powerful you are alone and how powerful we are together, envisioning together. Because no man can fail if one person sees them successful. So hallelujah to this. And such is the power of the vision. And Pat Elder, and many a great man has owed his success to a wife or a sister or a friend who believed in him and her and held without wavering to the perfect patterns. Like Ian Tungi, who just won American Idol, and we've got Sasha, who also just won RuPaul's Drag Race, all from Hawaii. Like, we just have so much talent coming out here. But I'm just wanting to encourage you. Please put in the comments what it is that you are working on, that you would like me and others in our community to envision for you. Because I'm going to tell you, I see that you will succeed. And I see that you cannot fail. I see that you will succeed. And I'm going to hold you in that seat of success for well beyond success. I mean, I'm going to hold you in that for all eternity, because we are on these ever journeying paths upward. All right. Whew. I just want to thank you so much for joining me. Please leave in the comments what you are working on so that we can all, in our prayer meditation, lift each other's up. 888888888, and every other number in the world. But anyway, please like and subscribe and leave your comments. Would love to know how I can be praying for you, meditating for you. What a powerful reading. Okay, so that is the law of prosperity. We're going to go back on through this because repetition helps to strengthen us. And thank you so much for joining me. And you know what's next. You know what's next. And I'm going to just tell you, if you're having a rough time, persist. And if you're having the greatest of days, envision for others. Because we're all going, like at some point or another, we are all going to like click, click, click in that upgrade. And I want to thank you very much for supporting me here on 8. I am Maggie. All right, you know what's next? Day 65, rolling on thunder through. Here we go. Peace in, peace out.